Hey beautiful people. Today we're going to be installing dome door stops on both glass and wood doors. It's going to be on carpet, and I managed to squeeze in a stone, installing it in stone. So here I'm just laying it out, making a mark on where I'm going to be putting the dome stop. I punched the carpet out, and now I'm going to be drilling the hole. And one trick that I like using is putting a vacuum to it, so there's less cleanup. And later on in the video, you're gonna see I'm gonna do it without the vacuum, so you guys can see how much dust it really makes. So here I'm cleaning it up. Now I install this dome stop, and the funny part is that it's below the door, as you can see. It's just a matter of putting it in place so that it falls right in line with the door. You want it to hit the whole face of the door. So I mark it up. I punch it out. Here I'm gonna let you see how much dust is actually created without using the vacuum. It's not a lot of dust, but it's enough to give you a headache when you install it and you don't clean it up. So I've always liked to clean it up before we install the dome stop. Here I'm installing the plastic anchor. A lot of people believe that the plastic anchor can't hold the leverage of the door, but you just gotta take the right steps, which is cleaning out the hole, and when screwing in the screw like I am now, don't over tighten it. Here I open the door, and as you can see, the dome stop is below it. Now this is showing the other door on the left. It's exactly the same thing. The only difference is that the door and the doorstop actually meet. The doorstop is doing its job. And I want to take this time to say like, comment, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. There is a lot more coming. I have a couple of big projects, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So hope you guys could subscribe, and I could see you guys during that project. So as you can see, the door is actually meeting the doorstop. You align it and leave the doorstop on the floor. Mark it. And it's just the same exact steps. Knock it out. Drill it. Here I do it again where I don't use the vacuum in the beginning, so you guys can see how much dust comes up. The vacuum is a game changer. Remember, you don't screw it that tight. You don't need it that tight. And you can see here that the door and the doorstop is meeting. Now we have moved to the wood door and the stone floor. It's pretty much the same steps. The only difference is that, so I won't damage the stone floor, I use what's called a diamond bit. First I throw a little puddle of water so the diamond bit won't overheat. That's a diamond bit. You always have to start it in an angle. It could be left or right, it doesn't matter. You start slow, and then you bring it slowly into the vertical position. And once it's vertical, you could ramp up the speed and put a little bit of pressure on it. You don't have to put a lot of pressure. Let the bit do its job. As you can see, I'm done. Wipe away the water. And here, since that was a 1/4 inch bit and this is a 1/4 inch bit, you could just go straight through and just drill it with no problem. As you can see, the dust is a little wet. That's why this time we got to use a rag. Again, make a puddle. As you can see right here, I didn't have full control of the bit and it walked a little bit right there. What you want to do is get the drill going as fast as possible and slowly have it contact the stone and slowly put it vertically. Once it's vertical, you put a little bit of pressure. You see I'm using one hand there. You don't need too much pressure. Like I said earlier, since the diamond bit that I have is a 1/4 inch and the drill bit is a 1/4 inch, you could just send it and just drill it with no problem. But what you're gonna see is that I have to make that hole a little bit bigger. I gotta make it 5/16 because the anchor is 5/16. The trick is when you put the 5/16 bits on it, you go with a very low speed with very little pressure. You just let the bit do the work. You're gonna know that you passed the stone when the drill just drops about 1/4 inch with no effort. Right there. And once you get through the stone, you could just drill away with no problems. Clean it up, install the anchor. Just like the carpet, when installing the screw, you don't have to over tighten it. And here, just as an added bonus, I wanted to show you how much dust the vacuum picks up. Not so much on the stone, but on the carpet, that fine dust is a nightmare to clean up. Cleaning up the filter. Thank you for watching and hope to see you guys on the next one.